watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And it is the beginning of a long week. The heat wave just getting started. A live look at the White House as the region finally feels, I guess, a slight bit of relief from those higher temps of what many called a miserable weather day. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Tosin Fakile. Chris Flanagan has the night off. We do have team coverage on this DMV First Warn Day. DC News Now's Danielle Hamburg live on the National Mall, where Volo players voluntarily chose to be outside tonight. But first, Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb joins us with what we can expect for the next few days. And Janessa, for those who volunteered to be outside, they need to know it's going to be hot.
Yeah, definitely. It's also a very dangerous heat if you're going to be outside for a prolonged period of time, not playing nice. And it's always good to see the sunset because in the dark, you have some cooler air that will track back into the region. It was a beautiful day, but the heat and humidity is definitely going to be on this week. This was kind of a tease to what we're expecting tomorrow. Heat advisory now in place starting at noon tomorrow across areas of western Maryland from Martinsburg, Washington County into Kaiser Cumberland, DC metro area, and sections farther in southern Maryland not in the mix in this entire situation. And so likely to expand those advisories as we go into your Friday, potentially on Saturday as well. Heat index, what it feels like on your body, on your skin here. DC metro area, 90 degrees. You have the lower 80s from Winchester down towards northern Virginia. And so it's your body needs time to kind of cool off for tonight. And we're only looking at temperatures back into the upper 60s to 70s for overnight lows. Here's what's causing the big issue. It's dew points. I mean, all the moisture in the atmosphere. Today we were back into the 70s. And so from Fairfax County, Loudoun County, 73 to 72. And so that makes things feel very uncomfortable. Tomorrow we're off to a very warm start. It's rinse. It's a repeat cycle for the next 5 to 7 days. And that's why we've issued a DMV First Warn throughout Sunday, folks. Temperatures will continue to heat up, and tomorrow is kind of where we start to feel like temperatures near 100 degrees in a lot of suburbs of Fairfax County, Montgomery County. More in this forecast coming up. Tosin.
All right, Janessa, thank you. And imagine dealing with those temperatures and not finding a way to cool off even at home. While a condo building in Beltsville, Maryland has no way to escape the heat. Their air conditioning broken. People who live at Cherry Glen condominium say they've been dealing without AC all year, but now is when they're really feeling the impact. The building's management tells us a broken chiller unit is to blame. They say they've gone back and forth with the insurance company over who is at fault and how it should be resolved. In the meantime, residents are left stuck with temporary AC units and a very large supply of water bottles.
Quite inhumane to have people got children. It's like, you know, like they can't just be having people and their kids in this type of weather.
Management says its insurance company has agreed to have a temporary chiller unit installed, and all the people should have their air conditioning running again by the end of the week. And on super hot days like today, DC Fire and EMS has additional ambulances on standby, ready to respond to calls for heat-related illnesses. And with those heavy uniforms and a job that literally involves going into fires, it's an all-hands-on-deck effort to keep the crews safe as well.
We'll rotate crews through earlier than we would if it was cooler outside to make sure that our firefighters don't overheat.
Now, this heat isn't keeping people away from playing sports outside because taking a break is usually a good idea. Well, down on the National Mall, there are dozens of people who are bearing the brunt of the sun. And that's where we find DC News Now's Danielle Hamburg, who joins us live. And Danielle, a lot of water breaks, I'm assuming, was needed today.
Yeah, Tosin, lots of hydration going on across all of these fields on the National Mall. Volo had 9 volleyball courts. They had soccer fields, softball going on. A lot of activity for a super hot day. Under the beating sun, setting up 9 volleyball courts takes a lot of effort.
We got out here earlier than we normally do. We wanted to spend a little extra time with setup. Definitely got some more hands out here than normal as well on a Monday.
As athletes warm up for their games, the heat is on everyone's mind.
Stupid hot, mad hot. We were sitting in the shade for probably 40 minutes before this, trying not to be hot.
Olivia Anderson says she's been mentally preparing all day.
Limiting outdoor time, lots of water, wearing a hat.
Over on the soccer field, frequent water breaks are key, with some making their own shade.
I can confirm it is hot out. I biked over here, so the weather was nice and cool and when you get a breeze, but now that we're playing out, it's not bad when the shade is here, but when the sun comes out, it's toasty.
Scott Cronson's best tips for beating the heat:
drink some water, stay hydrated, stay in the shade if possible, and wear breathable clothing. That's a game changer.
Volo sports coordinator Patrick Vigna says they're providing hydration for players and encouraging everyone to bring extra supplies and take frequent breaks.
We're all bringing coolers out here this week. We all got sunscreen, we all got extra shirts, everything you need to make it through. It's going to be a long week.
Now, the good news is there is a lot of tree cover here on the National Mall, so spaces for people to take a break under some shade. Of course, this week is only going to get hotter, so if you are playing any league sports outside, make sure to bring extra water with you. For now, we're live on the National Mall. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, those are some people who are dedicated to physical activity. All right, thank you for that report. Well, the hot weather can be dangerous, not just for you and your family, but for your pets as well. Some quick tips from the American Red Cross. Don't leave your pet in a hot car, even for a few minutes. Avoid walking your pet during the hottest parts of the day, and avoid hot surfaces that can burn your pet's paws. And if you have a dog with longer hair, consider trimming it. Signs of heat stroke in your pet can include heavy panting, a fast pulse rate, and difficulty getting up. DC's Department of Public Works says today's heat may have disrupted trash collection, so if your garbage wasn't collected today, crews should be coming by tomorrow morning. And stay with us on air and online for continuing coverage on this heat wave. You'll find everything from the forecast for the next several days to heat safety tips on DCNewsNow.com. Developing now, Prince George's County Police are investigating after vandals targeted a Senate campaign sign for Angela Alsobrooks, leaving a threatening and hateful message behind. Now, this happened on Laurel Bowie Road in Laurel, Maryland. Our reporter Marielle Carbone has the latest on this story. Marielle, what can you tell us?
Well, Tosin, that sign was still up as of early this evening. Meanwhile, candidates running for that Senate race are both denouncing what they call a hateful message. 1 month after her victory in the Democratic primary for Maryland's open U.S. Senate seat, Angela Alsobrooks is fighting another battle, racism. Monday, her campaign sign vandalized with a hateful message as she continues her bid to be the first black woman elected senator in the state. The letters KKK on the bottom and a target drawn on her forehead. In a statement, campaign spokesperson Gina Ford writing, "We were made aware of this very unsettling incident, and our paramount concern is Angela's safety. However, this sort of hateful threat will not deter Angela or her campaign. Police are investigating the matter." Republican opponent Larry Hogan also responding, writing on social media, "Threats of violence and racism must be condemned in the strongest possible terms. They have no place in Maryland." And this is not the first time Alsobrooks' campaign has been targeted. Back in April, her Senate office in Silver Spring, Maryland was burglarized both then and again now. As you heard, her campaign says this will not deter her from running in this race. And at that Senate office, surveillance cameras were also installed. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. A 33-year-old man is dead after a shooting at the youth football game in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Prince George's County Police have identified the victim as Christopher Mosey. Detectives say Mosey and a child were shot in the bleachers during a football game at Potomac High School on Saturday. Mosey died a short time later at the hospital. The child is expected to be okay. Right now, detectives believe the shooting stemmed from an argument. Police are offering a $25,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest and charges. New at 9, a driver has been sentenced to nearly 33 years in prison following a road rage shooting involving a family in D.C. Video from May 2021 shows Kenneth Davis Jr. jumping out of a Maserati during rush hour traffic in Northeast. Prosecutors say Davis fired 7 shots at a car carrying a mother and her 2 young children. Investigators say he then fired more shots at witnesses before getting back in his car and driving off. The mother suffered a gunshot wound and her 5-year-old child was cut by broken glass. Fortunately, no one else was hurt. We have new developments tonight. Montgomery County Public Schools has named its new superintendent, Dr. Thomas Taylor, a longtime education leader. He most recently served as superintendent of Stafford County Public Schools, where he was named 2024 Virginia Region 3 Superintendent of the Year. Taylor grew up in Montgomery County and graduated from Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. In his new role, he says he's dedicated to leading with transparency and accountability.
Can promise everyone that there will be moments where things won't go well, but there will be a much more disproportionate number of things that will go great. So I think that holding some of those things in that balance will be a really important part of how we build trust and using transparency and visibility and engagement as part of that conversation moving forward.
And Dr. Taylor will be formally appointed superintendent next Tuesday. Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Tomorrow is primary day in Virginia. The polls open early at 6 a.m. So here are a few things to know as you go ahead and cast your ballot. Voters just need to bring their ID with them to the polls. If you don't have your driver's license, you'll need some sort of identification that has your address on it. If you're not registered, you can do same-day registration at your polling place. One of the most important primary races is the U.S. Senate race. 5 Republicans are vying for that GOP nomination to go up against Democratic Senator Tim Kaine, who is running unopposed. Now, you can find information on the other primary races on our website. Again, those polls, they're open between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. As long as you're in line by 7, you will be able to cast a ballot. Coming